So the Kansas City Chiefs are obviously on a whole nother level right now, right? And I spoke about this in my last video. I've spoke about this in the videos before, but in this, obviously, in every video, I always change up exactly like what I'm talking about, right? So in this video, we're going to be speaking about how it's so many different ways that the Kansas City Chiefs are a dangerous team. And when I say it's so many different ways that they're a dangerous team, I mean that it's so many different ways that they could win a football game, right? When I say the Kansas City Chiefs changed everything, what I mean by that is that their team is literally something that we like. In this next season, this may be a team that is going to be a team we've never ever seen before. This is not going to be a regular team. This is going to be a very hard team to beat. This is going to be a team where you're going to have to figure out a way on how to stop them on offense. You're going to have to figure out a way to how to get past their defense. And it's not going to be easy for the other coaches in the NFL. It's not going to be easy. And it's definitely not going to be easy for the AFC. The AFC, they're going to have to be worried about when they see the Chiefs on their schedule. And the reason why I say this is because, look, first, we're not going to bring up the wide receiver core. We're not going to bring up the quarterback. We're not going to bring up the Hall of Fame tight end. We're not going to bring up the Hall of Fame quarterback. We're not going to bring up the best defense in the league. We're going to bring up the coaches, right? Andy Reid is a very experienced head coach. He has a lot of experience. It's not easy out coaching a guy like Andy Reid. He's very, very good at, coming with a great game plan, and he just knows how to, he really knows how to get you. Andy Reid knows how to get you. And when I say he knows how to get you, he knows how to beat you. He knows how to scheme against you. Depending on what type of coach you are, he knows your weaknesses. And a lot of these coaches coached under Andy Reid, so he literally knows them like a son. So it's really, really hard going against a mastermind like that, because he really has the ability to make you pay for any of your mistakes. You don't want to give Mahomes and Andy Reid the ball. Teams would try to run the clock out and literally not give Andy Reid and Mahomes the ball. But the defense, they make crucial stops and they make clutch stops. It makes it very hard for them to even, stop Andy Reid, man, and Mahomes. It makes it hard. And a three-peat, it just seems inevitable at this point, man. It really seems like it's going to happen. If you look at the years we went back-to-back, the team was not this good. It really wasn't. But now we have a dominant squad all around. We have a very fast offense, like I said, with McCole Hardman, Tony, Worthy, Rice, even though he's not super fast, but he's still good. And Tony, Ross, he's not fast, but he's solid. It's just a lot of good players. On the tight end room, you got Noah Gray, you got Kels. You got the Wiley, the new tight end we just drafted. So it's very, very critical right now when it comes to other teams having to find a way to stop the Kansas City Chiefs. That's very critical for them, because it's not going to be easy. It's really not, because if you can't stack the box against us. Because if you stack the box, we're going to make you pay with our burners on the wide receiver room. We have burners. We have burners with blazing speed. So it's going to be very hard to stack the box. And then if you don't stack the box, we have a very angry runner, very fast, powerful, strong, dominant runner in Isaiah Pacheco, who could give you 1,500 yards this season, because there's going to be so much attention on the speed of the offense, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're ready. They're ready for a big year. Mahomes, he's definitely angry after having that bad individual year. That's why he didn't get an MVP. Mahomes, he didn't have his best year. That was one of his worst seasons ever. That was his worst season ever. But he was still very, very effective either way, and he still had good games. But obviously he was throwing picks and stuff like that, and it wasn't looking too good for Mahomes that season. But in the playoffs, he turned up, and he did what he had to do. But now this year, you got to remember last year Mahomes was working with a wide receiver core that he really couldn't work with. The chemistry was off. They kept dropping passes. They wasn't listening to him. It was a lot going on with Patrick Mahomes. But then Patrick Mahomes also made his mistakes. He was throwing a lot of interceptions. He was forcing things. But they still ended up winning a championship. And that goes to show you how good this team is. They go through these type of mistakes, but then they fix themselves as a team. They come together as teammates, and they end up fixing what they got to fix. And it's amazing, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're just too good. They're just too good. Now, let's take a look at let's take a look at the defense. Defense is crazy. You know, they had a crazy year last year, and I think they're going to be even more ready this year to have another dominant year. So when you have a team that has a perfect offense, a perfect defense, we seen that. The New England Patriots, when they went undefeated, I can see us going undefeated, and obviously you go to the Super Bowl after that. Now, what happens in the Super Bowl, that's a different story, but I do believe we're gonna three-peat, and that's not just me being a Chiefs fan. If I'm a regular NFL fan, I see the Kansas City Chiefs team, and I see what they've done, and I look at the other teams, I will go with the Chiefs to three-peat. I don't see who's gonna stop us. I mean, the Texans are looking hot. They're looking red hot. They're looking ready. They have Diggs. They just upgraded their defense very well. Stroud's been amazing, but at the end of the day, he's not ready to hang with Mahomes in a playoff game. Stroud ain't ready for that, bro. He ain't ready for that. Trust me. He's not ready to hang with Mahomes in a playoff game. The Ravens is nothing to be worried about. The Dolphins is nothing to be worried about. The Bills, they're going to be a little, they're going to regress without Stephon Diggs. And the Cincinnati Bengals, Mahomes is not losing another playoff game to Joe Burrow, trust me. So we'll be right back in there. Now, as far as who we see on the NFC, that's a different story. We might see the 49ers again. We might see the Eagles again. We don't know who we're going to see. All I know is the Kansas City Chiefs, they're ready. They're dominant. This team is not a normal team. I mean, having a high caliber defense like that with an amazing offense and a head coach that's one of the greatest head coaches of all time, if not the greatest, Matt Nagy, who's been a very solid offensive coordinator. And then you got Steve Spags, who's the greatest defensive coordinator, in my opinion, of all time. And it's just a lot of experience in that coaching room. The wide receiver core is just crazy with the speed. Pacheco's a great running back. Offensive line is good. So it's going to be very, very interesting, man. It's going to be very, very interesting. The defense is good. I don't know. I really don't know. Hollywood, Worthy, Rice, McCole, oh my God. I just can't wait for the season to start, man. I really, really just can't wait. It's going to be a fun year. And, man, what a time to be a Chiefs fan, y'all. What a time to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. It's really a great time to be a Chiefs fan right now. But if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like and subscribe, comment, and let me know what y'all want me to talk about next, man. Because there's certain areas on the team that I definitely could talk about. And yeah, man, so let me know. Chiefs priority. I'm going to always bring out the content. I told you I'm back. I'm not slacking no more. I got to get back on my stuff. I got to get focused. I got to get back on the grind. But the Kansas City Chiefs, they're too good, man. It's going to show. Y'all going to see in the season. Y'all are definitely going to see. But this team is ready for anything. I love the Chiefs, man. I love y'all. Chiefs priority. And I'm out. Peace.